Hey there, it's Brittany, and I'm back with the November Magical Mystery Bead Box from Jessie James Beads. Let's see what the theme was. Evergreen. I am filming this in December, but this did come late November. Let's see what's inside. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, very, very Christmassy. Let's see. We have Let It Snow. I have a little bit of a cold. I thought it was allergies, but it has been too long, and now I am still sniffly. Let It Snow, very beautiful. We've got some clovers or quatrefoil beads, some shambhalas, a little snowman. That's cute. That's cute. That could be wintry. It doesn't have to be Christmassy. Winter's Eve. Ooh, this is really pretty. This is like vintage inspired. Oh, I would love a bracelet like this. I think we'll make a bracelet because I just really love how those crystals look with the bead caps and the spacers. They did a really great job on that. That's really beautiful. I would just want a whole bracelet. Unfortunately, my wrist is a little bit bigger than that, but we're gonna make a bracelet using that. I do like the, are these octagons or hexagons? Hexagons. Crystal Snowfall. These look like little earrings. So if you're a winter girly, these are perfect for you. These are really pretty. I like the little baguette rhinestones in there. Those are really gorgeous. Oh, little cardinals, feathered friends. How sweet. My mom loves cardinals. I make her a lot of cardinal jewelry when I get things with cardinals on it. This is too cute. We've got two enameled cardinal bird charms, two, well, they could be chandeliers, but they're kind of like Y necklace connectors, and then a magnetic clasp in the shape of a heart. How adorable. That is lovely. I like that, Jessie James Beads. Oh, I will put an affiliate link in the description of this video, by the way, in case you're interested in subscribing to Magical Mystery Bead Box. So this one's called Between the Trees. All right, let's see what's in here. Hearts. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love a little heart, and it's nice green color. We've got some ceramic cubes. These always remind me of like the 70s. I love that glaze on them. Some little filigree snowflakes. Those are adorable. Those would be really cute hung below. This, however, the color of the gold is just a little off. We've got antique brass snowflakes. You can actually put a tiny rhinestone in there too. Some green rondelles. Are these briolets? Yeah, they're top drilled. Very nice. We've got, oh, some of my favorite spacers from Jessie James Beads. Those are yummy. We've got some little faceted barrels. Lovely. And then some more rondelles, but a different shape. It's like a smoky quartz color. Some tiny crystals. Some flat, like opalite-y crystals. And little like root beer barrels. That reminds me of that root beer candy. Some bead caps. And some little spacer beads. This is a fun little mix. Lots of stuff in there. You can easily make a couple bracelets out of that. Or tons of earrings. And maybe even a whole necklace. Cute little mix. I love that it's not overtly like holiday. Like, yes, it is obviously winter and holiday inspired, but it's not like in your face Christmas, which is fine. But now I'm filming this after Christmas. So it's still holiday slash holiday adjacent, I would say. Sleigh bells, these are cute. I would actually just put these on like a tribal thing because I have actual bells in my stash too that are more like this. These are nice. This is cool. Some like antlers called reindeer games. Those are nice. Little pendants. You can make earrings. Those are pretty cool. Cup chain, which I've recently got back into liking cup different ways. So this, it's probably just going to go into my stash because I really, really like it. And I'll use that on something else. But it's very nice cup chain. Jessie James Beads frequently has cup chains. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Then we have 3 little tubes of beads. A lot in here. Pine cone. So 11/0 seed bead mix in pine cone. It's like a metallic bronze. seed bead mix in Frost and Blizzard. And this isn't a seed bead mix. Well, it says it is, but these aren't, like, this is crystals and bicolor. And then last but not least, oh, this is pretty evergreen. Look at this. So we've got a bling ball, crystal, spacers, another crystal, bead cap, maybe ceramic bead, crystal rondelle spacer, then it repeats a big like snowflakey bead, and then look at that middle bead. That is one beauteous bead there. I love that. Let's see how well that goes with this. Oh, I just love it. I think we'll just put this as the middle. We'll put this around it, and then these. So we're gonna make a bracelet very quickly. It's gonna come together very well. I'm gonna use my 19 strand bead-along bead stringing wire. I'm gonna use these 2 strands. I almost want to use these because that kind of is reminiscent of that middle gem, but I think 4 would be more than enough. Okay, I need this middle bead. Well, we have these. These might work. I'm going to use some of the seed beads in the kit because they match pretty well. And we're just going to make this as long as possible, or as long as needed. Might have about a 7-inch wrist. And then I'll probably just grab a clasp from my stash because I don't want to put a magnetic clasp on a bracelet. It's just not my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to start with one of these on the end and put on a hexagon and do another one of these, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do several of these crystals with the coordinating bead caps and the spacer beads that were on this strand, and that just went flying and I need it. So we'll find that later. All right, so I have 3 of these on here, and I might end up taking off that hexagon. I'm not 100% sure about that. So then I'm gonna put on this guy, one of these, and then keep going with my crystals. Put on this bead. This bracelet is going to be worn year round by me because green is a very nice color. I wear quite a bit of green. I have a dress in mind that I think this would look really great with, actually, and a sweater, now that I'm thinking about it. Then I'm going to need to go in here and get one of these little brass beads. This guy. I'm going to do another, I'm going to change it up on the other side too and put another one of these on instead of that hexagon right away. This is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I think these are, I love these beads. They're just a little chunkier than I was anticipating. So I have some smaller ones that I'm going to use towards the back. And these are just from my stash. This was such a pretty box. Okay, and then I need a couple more beads. So I have 2 of the crystals left. And then I am just going to crimp this closed. I'm going to find a clasp. I'm just going to use this plain clasp. I realized I don't have a lot of antique brass clasps. All right, so I'm going to put my clasp on my jump rings. my crimp bead on, put on my jump ring, and then come back through that crimp bead. And then we'll squish, turn 90 degrees, squish again, squish one more time. I'm just gonna feed those that tail through a couple beads. Doesn't make it stronger, but it makes it look better. And I'll trim here. Move everything down. Okay, and then we're gonna string again, but we wanna make sure it's like in the shape of our wrist instead of a straight line while we're stringing. Put on our crimp. It's been a while since I've made a bracelet, and that was this quick, but this gorgeous. It's really pretty. I love it when the beads just kind of come as you want to string them. And that happens quite frequently with Jesse James beads, if you ask me. Like every time I open one of these boxes, I'm like, oh, I can just restring this into a really gorgeous bracelet. Like every time something is like that. So they have really great designers at Jesse James Beads. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to the wire, gonna hold on to my clasp and pull. And now that I think it'll be okay. I was thinking maybe I just need to go through there again, but it'll be fine. It's gonna create a little bit more slack than I want. Actually, you know what? Let's just take the extra second and put it through the bead cap as well, and it'll create a little bit less slack. There's still gonna be slack, but not as much. All right, so then I'm gonna hold on to my clasp, pull on my tail. And again, like I said, it's in that loop shape. And we'll go ahead, and you can do a flat crimp here if you'd like. You squish, turn 90 degrees, squish again, one more time. And then we'll trim. And we've got ourselves a gorgeous vintage inspired bracelet. This is a vintage Christmas all the way, but honestly, I will be wearing this all year round because it's so sparkly, and this is gonna pair so well with everything I have, like gemstones, tribal, just regular Jesse James beads, regular crystals, anything, because it's kind of neutral. The only color in it is the green in here, and green goes with so much, and it's evergreen, really. Like you can wear it any time of the year. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? It's so gorgeous. And this one's got a little bit of movement, but I'm not mad about how loose it is because it's not like flopping on around, and it's like literally perfect. This is probably my favorite piece I've made recently. This is gorgeous. So check out Jesse James Beads. I will put an affiliate link in the description if you want to subscribe to their bead box, which is Magical Mystery Bead Box, or if you want to find anything at their website. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Jesse James Beads for having me back, and have a good day. Stay tuned for Goldie and Opal. Bye-bye. Opal, give it back. That's Goldie's. That's Goldie's. She brought that in here.